Morning, everyone. It's Jason with Jabby's Treasures. Welcome to my live listing show. I'm going to get started. I'm going to be working. Hopefully people will join us soon and come on in. Lots of stuff to do today before the Seller Marathon this weekend. Hey, Stacy. Good morning. Lots of stuff to do this weekend before the marathon. I have my son's birthday party. So lots to do today and lots of listing to get done. How are you today, Stacy? The only one here right now, Stacy, but hopefully some more will trickle in. Like I say, I'm just going to keep working. I believe if I let me check. Yep, the website is pinned to the top. If anyone wants to join the live, drop your links, drop your channels, drop your items. Doing well. Like I say, I got a lot going on, and I'm trying to juggle a lot of things this morning. But I think I'll like every day, I'll survive through it, and we'll get things done. You can only do what you can do, right? That is the mantra. Don't try to do more. It doesn't work. An intimate showing, that's right. And it's okay. I think people are finishing up on another channel maybe, or like you say, there's a lot going on. YouTube is so huge, and my little circle of it is so busy coming up in the next few days that I can only imagine what other people are up to. I'm also working on my list for the Seller Marathon this weekend. Johnny's done. Okay. Well, maybe they'll come on over here. How's that working out? Instagram. How's that going? I have my Instagram account and I post things, but I don't think I've gotten a sale there. It's hard for me to keep up with all of the platforms sometimes. That's why I think it's best to focus on one or two. And but Instagram's one of those things I think you have to have now. It's just the way of the world. You got to have it to be selling and get your name out there. Fixing it up. Okay. Still listing Snoopy stuff I got from that auction not too long ago. Seems like I have a never-ending list of Snoopy. Gotcha. So if you're coming in, say hi. The stream to join the live, or the link to join the live, is up at the top, pinned to the top. If anyone wants to join, I am working and chatting. Because I have to. I have to work, that is. I don't necessarily have to chat, but It's good motivation. Good motivation for me and hopefully for other people that are out there listening. Crossing off my to-do list. That's what I'm working on. Anyone else just joining us? I do have, so if you're here, say here, because I say you're here because I do have something to share that my daughter made for me today, and I think it goes along well with our handcrafted stuff that I wanna highlight, and it's really cool. But I wanna let people filter in a little bit. What sort of stuff do you make, Stacy? What is it? When you say your stuff is better visually, is it craft type stuff or? Oh, there we go. Crochet items. Oh, and some are small, so it's easy to send. I gotcha. Okay. Do you do like also do like craft shows and stuff like that, or do you do it all online and through Facebook chat and stuff? Miss Susanna, how are you? Star, how are you? Good to see you. Yeah, you have a show today. That's right. Awesome. Miss Susanna, what are you doing today? You going to join us, or are you going to hang out in the chat? Still, oh yeah, the migraine. I believe me, I know. Which, Susanna, that's a perfect plug. If you're looking for and I'm sorry you're still suffering with that. I know how that goes. Um, so if you saw the other day, or if not, my channel, I started a new segment. It's going to run parallel with the reselling and the auction and stuff and the handmade goods. Morning, Bobby. I started a new segment on how I suffer with migraines, and I'm sharing my experiences. One of the things that I posted kind of the first video the other day. One of the things that I'm going to do after we finish this show is while I'm listening to Big Barn, I'm going to put up the next one. And I have a routine. It didn't take me long to get into a regular posting type thing about how I'm feeling, so that I can document it for myself and my family, and everyone else can follow along. So I got to do that as soon as we're done here. It's I don't again, none of this is funny, Susanna, but I saw you say that somewhere in a chat or something, and I said I've got to do this. And that was kind of I was going to do it anyway. I was going to put up the migraine segment, but as soon as I saw that you had said it in a chat, I said now's the time. I got to get that up and get that going. So there you go. Follow Stacy on Instagram with her crocheted stuff and everything. If you're not already, there she just just dropped the link. So I'm going to share, and this kind of goes along with, you guys are like making my segues perfect today. I appreciate that. So I mentioned, I was going to earlier on, and it was just me and Stacy here in the chat. I wanted to share something that my daughter did for me today, and it kind of goes to our handmade stuff that she does and her crocheting. and remember, she's 11, and she's blowing it out of the water with this stuff. Everybody that sees her doing it compliments her on how good her work is. So she said this morning she was getting ready for school, and she says, "Dad, what are you doing today?" And I said, "Well, I'm going to do what I do every day. I go live at 9:45, and then I, am more listing and sourcing and shipping." And she says, "Oh, so you'll be downstairs most of the day?" I said, "Yep, that's what I do." She goes, "Well, here, you need a plant for your office, as we call it, my office down here." And she crocheted me a plant. You see that? She just did that out of her head, no design or anything. But she says, "Here, this can sit on your desk as a plant for today." And that was made for me, for my 11-year-old to be on my desk. So that's what she did. She goes, "Here, have a plant. You need a plant for your desk." I said, "I think those might catch on, Abby." So I now have a plant sitting right next to my computer here. So I'm very proud of her for that. She works hard. She does a lot of stuff. She's a few days behind on her temperature blanket. We write down the temperature every day for her temperature blanket, and she's a few days behind just because she's 11 and school and everything else gets in the way. So when she gets caught up, I will bring her on here sometime, probably as a guest, not even next to me. I'll let her sign on with another computer and click the StreamYard link so that she can be on screen to the extent that will allow that, and share some of this stuff. So you want one, Dee Dee? We can get you one. We can get you one. Get them now before I start selling them, because that's what I do. She does all this for fun, and I say, "Hey, that would make a great," and I add the business part of it, and her eyes get real big, and then sometimes we have to pare it back down a little bit, because sometimes her eyes are bigger than what we can do in reality and what she can do in reality. So that was it. I'm going to show it again. Look at that. My little succulent crocheted plant. I thought that was awesome. Dee Dee, I never, ever will I sell any of my daughter's stuff until I talk to her first, just because I don't want to put a commitment on or promise somebody something that we can't get right away. Again, she's 11. She's in school. She's in all sorts of activities and math club and ninja classes and guitar. And so I want to make sure, I want to talk to her and check on timing, but I will keep you in mind, Dee Dee. I will email you as soon as I'll talk to her this evening sometime. Just trying to think. I'll talk to her today, of course, but just trying to, in my head, all of a sudden I went to, what do we have after school today, and when will I be able to see her? So it'll be after dinner tonight. I'll talk to her. Okay, perfect, Dee Dee. Thank you. She has, so I'm looking for subs, and building my channel. She has a channel too. It's a YouTube Kids channel, but I will get that link here and drop that in just a second. She's starting out, and of course we're being protective with that, but yes, 6th grade. Whoa. I almost just shut us down by accident. That wouldn't have been good. Click the wrong button. Yep, 6th grade. And she's doing awesome. I mean, I would say the only thing I can complain about, and I've talked about this before with her, is her laundry, because she still just likes to wad things up and not take care of it. And I really can't say anything about. She has a room full. You would not expect the amount of yarn in anyone's house, much less an 11-year-old girl's room, that she has. So it's a little overwhelming, but she's also doing great things with it. So it's hard to um, complain. Sixth and seventh grade math. That's awesome. I said she's in math club. She was chosen as one of the sixth graders, one of I think 3 sixth graders in the school to participate in a competition, a regional competition, and they did real well. Her and her team did real well. And they may have another one here just at the school coming up. So that's every Monday. She stays after school to do math with the 7th and 8th graders that are also on the team. Bonnie, good morning. Thanks for coming in. So I was saying earlier, go if you're interested. And Susanna dropped the link earlier, and maybe she would do it again for me. If you're interested, check out the migraine compass piece that I put out, and there will be another video coming out shortly after this. We're done here live. I just have to finish up some of the audio on that, and so those that do pre-recorded stuff on your channels as well as lives, the pre-recorded stuff actually takes longer. I spend more time in editing and doing audio, and so yeah, it's all of the schools kind of, I guess it's kind of an area wide thing here. I say all, many of the schools got together and they choose some kids, and they friendly competition with math stuff. So but like I was saying, the behind the scenes stuff for pre-recorded videos takes just as much as anything else. Thank you, Bonnie. I appreciate that. Advocating for yourself, that is huge, because so many people, I think, either don't know how, are afraid to, or just you got to be able to work well with your medical team, and advocating for yourself is part of that. And while they have all of the education and the stuff, hopefully, sometimes even what they say, you got to question and push for what's right, for what you feel is right for yourself. So check that out, the migraine compass. I'm building that. I'm hoping that can make that grow. And Susanna, I do hope you feel better. If someone, I have, right? Abby says that a lot too, Stacy, that no machine exists to replace crochet. You can knit with a machine, but you can't crochet. She loves it, and she's self-taught. There's been a couple times that she's wanted to make things, and so we'll buy the pattern on like Etsy or whatever, buy the digital pattern. Dee Dee, thank you. Yeah, go picking. Good luck. We'll be in touch, Dee Dee. Both about the crocheted plant and the other thing we're working on. And I just lost my train of thought. What was I talking about? Anybody? Put in the chat what I was talking about. If not, we'll just move on, because I don't remember. The lost art of crocheting. So many people have said that to her, and we have two they're elderly. They're in their 80s, and they're sisters, and they live together a couple houses down from us, and they have a yard sale 3 times a year. and they always have great crafting stuff because they've taken a liking to Abby and want to see what she makes and everything. So it's really, and they even say, they've been crocheting for 60, 70 years, and they compliment her on her work. So right. So today I have more things to get ready for the auction marathon this weekend. I have bought some copper stuff from JJ that came in that I need to clean and get listed. Make that all shiny and more pleasant to look at for eBay pictures. Snoopy stuff. I can't believe the amount of Snoopy stuff I have. And then the new migraine video. So I will have that out. Johnny, thanks for coming in, Johnny. Appreciate it. Let me get you wrenched up. Feel free to drop your links, drop your pages, your items, whatever. This is all about. This is supposed to be all about listing. Today we got a little off track, but I think it's important to get our stuff out in front of as many eyes as possible. I say that every time. So if you want to join the live, that's up top. If you want to drop links, as long as you have a wrench, you're able to do that. If not, let me know. I will put it in the chat and I will make sure you get one. And that's that. Like I say, that was my plan, and I was excited to get all the Snoopy and Charlie Brown stuff at the auction, and now I'm a little overwhelmed with it because there's just so much. But I'll get it listed, get it on the shelves, and then it'll be hopefully go in a box and get shipped out. So I can set aside some time to video chat with her if she wants to learn more. Awesome. That would be great. She is she's really enjoying it. I hope she continues with it. I mean, I don't see why she wouldn't, but I hope she does. Anyone else listing? Johnny, are you listing this morning? I'm just hanging out. Knock, knock. Oh, Susanna. See, this time I was looking at something else. How are you? Morning.
I'm okay. Good morning. How are you doing today?
Better than yesterday, that's for sure.
Well, I was up with yesterday.
Yesterday was well, you're just going to have to watch the video in about an hour and you'll find out.
Oh, okay. Were you having sympathy pains for me too?
What's that?
Were you having sympathy pains for me?
I guess I was, because, man.
I hear you.
I just posted the Meet Chai, my new fur baby. Here's the link. Awesome.
Good morning, everyone. Hey, we need to share this out. Let me go share.
Okay, go share. Because I'm working like 9 different things, so I appreciate that.
Absolutely.
I have drafts to get ready to list and take pictures and list them. Yeah, I take my pictures. I started when I was doing this. I was trying to take pictures while I was chatting here, and that got crazy because the lighting's off, and my shiny head was even shinier, and so I take my pictures, and now I can list behind the scenes here and talk at the same time, and it doesn't affect as much.
What are you listing?
Snoopy stuff. I have some knives I have to list. I always have pins to list. I have some cool stickers that I have to put up, some old vintage stickers. And getting ready for the marathon, because,
right.
While I have everything kind of in order, uh, of how I'm going to present when it's my turn. It's all over there, and I
Mhm.
need to bring it over here so that it's I can just go one right after the other and not waste time. So
You know what I'm going to do, Jabby? I plan on doing this. I don't know if I'm going to get a chance to do this, depending on how I feel. I was going to do a quick video of stuff that I was bringing up and kind of do, because I want to do buy it nows.
yep,
That's the best way to go. And then just giving people a preview of what you're bringing up. So when they're there, they know, this is where it's going to be, what you're going to bring, how much it's going for. So it could go a lot faster.
right. That's a good idea. I I'm afraid I'm afraid. So I have everything in little bins right now. Numbered. I would I don't want to pull all that stuff out again to pull it back out on when I go
Right.
on. So if
Right.
you're so if you're not familiar, which I think everyone in here is, but on two channels coming up tomorrow, starting at 4 o'clock. Tomorrow at 4. On It starts on Hemlock Lady Mercantile's channel at 4, and then moves over to Real Creative Studios Robin's channel at like 9:30, something like that. And then it flip flops on Saturday, starts with Robin's channel, ends on Tania's channel, Hemlock Lady, at starting at 4 o'clock again. And all of the names were announced, and we're not supposed to be telling anybody when we're going on, because we want everyone to go see everyone and not just pick certain people. So
Right.
that's why I keep saying when I go on. um, I will I'm gonna bring the goods when I go. So
You know, I equate the marathon to watching the Grammys.
well, let's hope no one gets up and, or is that the,
Slaps.
slaps anybody, right? I mean,
I just might slap Tina. We never know.
well,
Oh,
I got good news yesterday for my daughter. Awesome. After a zillion years of waiting, she's finally getting some staff hours for help as a PCA. Her
nice.
caseworker is awesome and has been great advocate for her. That's awesome. Congratulations.
Oh,
Good news is
that's so.
always great.
Oh, that's so good. Finally, you know, my mom. She, my mom's PCA was my sister because she lived right there. So instead of having my mom go to a nursing home for care and stuff like that, they ended up paying my sister to stay home and take care of my mom.
Oh, okay.
So
Well,
you can do it as a family member as well.
Bobby just put something in, and it's absolutely true. When I feel cluttered, then I feel more overwhelmed. Um,
Yeah.
getting things in order is truly important.
Yep.
So
Hmm.
there's Johnny's link. If you're not familiar with Johnny, he does his show in the mornings, 8:30, I believe, Eastern, when he goes
Yes.
on.
8:30.
It's This is going to be a plug for Susanna, because I was just going to say there's always so much going on, and like I say, the you know my YouTube circle is pretty small, and in the big picture of YouTube, there's always something going on. But even in my little circle, there's something going on. And Susanna tries to bring it all together on Mondays with her community news, so that we can kind of keep track of different shows, what we need to watch, where we need to be, which chats we need to be in, what we think will be fun. Uh,
Mm,
so
that's
that's
what it's about. It's, some people, especially if someone tells me, and this is one of the things that I would really stress everyone to let me know too, is if you have a special guest that's going to be on your channel, if you're doing a special auction, or like Jabby is doing the new migraine compass, you know, those are things that, some people might not know, but letting me know the details, not just that Jabby's having a chit chat. It's about migraines. There's so many people that's suffering from that, which when I literally I know you're listing, but I mean, that's a place that I can relate to, and that you might bring something up that might help me or help somebody else, or somebody else may bring something up that's going to help someone else. Now, are you only just putting that out as videos, or are you doing any lives with it?
So right now, because I had to introduce it, right? And I'm I want to make sure that I document like the how I'm feeling part. Actually, put the compass up, and that's the video that I need to finalize here when we're done.
Hmm.
I think if you didn't if you weren't here when I mentioned it, I said I have just some audio left to do, audio editing on that, and then
Okay.
I'll be able to post that. But I want to get into that, make sure I do that regularly.
Hmm.
I'd like to do it daily, but boy, to do anything daily is tough. I mean, just because life gets in the way some days, and
Oh, yeah.
migraines get in the way some days.
Hmm.
So I don't know if it'll be daily, but the first one's going up today, and then I think as that builds, I would absolutely do live type things. Um, I have so much content that I can do on there on my migraines, with between the medicines and the doctors and the tests, and just it affects everybody differently, and different situations, different scenarios. So I have all sorts of stuff I can post, but I'm not opposed to it. I want to build it up a little bit before I.
I would definitely, I'm going to shout that out on Monday.
Okay,
And,
awesome.
I've been, now that I have my community page, I've been dropping as soon as I see if somebody, that has an auction going on, or if there's something going on, I'll drop it on my community page. So, so cool.
I am so I don't have details yet, but it's a teaser. Uh, Virtual shopkeeper Dee Dee and I are planning an event for later in April. We don't
Mhm.
Through email we've kind of figured a date, but don't have a time or logistics. So just keep that in the back of your mind. I'll, of course, Susanna, let you know once we have everything finalized. But
That's
uh,
awesome.
it's exciting. That's exciting for me because Dee Dee isn't any. I would see Dee Dee in the chats, and maybe it was a hi here and there, and we communicated by email for something, and then it's just built into let's do a show together, and so that's awesome. I think
That
that's excellent.
DD is awesome too. DD is really, really nice
Yep.
for content too.
Ronnie G's
Gabby,
in the house. Good morning,
Ronnie.
Ronnie G.
Good morning, Ronnie G. Young star girl, my bunny, my soul.
And Ronnie G, I will get you
Puppy.
that link when I'm finished here. I'll send
Oh
it to
my
you.
God, that's Sunday night. Oh,
Jeopardy, 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 Jeopardy is
yeah.
I'm I'm dropping that link right now. We are going to have so much fun. Uh, I have That's the right one. Um, I have uh, high hopes for that. I have requests for everybody that's going to come. Uh, come ready to have fun, and also tell at least one person about it to join. Um, that would be wonderful. There are going to be giveaways. One of the giveaways will be a graded sports card as kind of a thank you for coming into the chat, and then the other giveaway is going to be uh, for anybody that is interested to come on and be a contestant on episode 2.
Hmm.
So um, we will.
I'm going to promote that on my when it's my turn. I have I'm crazy, I know, but still, I have it on my note on my computer that is one of the plugs that I'm going to tell during the marathon, that everyone needs to go watch this new Jeopardy. The first one is Jeopardy, but then it's going to be called Jabberdy.
Jabberty, right?
I'm so behind you. I'm going to push you. You're going to be amazing, and you need to gain more subs, guys. Come on, he's at 116. You guys need to go tell people about Jabby.
Well, and you know what? So I'm up one today because I start when I logged on this morning, I was at 115. So slowly but surely, and I do appreciate that. Am trying to build it up. I'm thinking, so this is supposed to be a listing show, and I'm going to tie exactly what you said to listing, because I think it goes the same. The same process happens for both. If you want sales on the online platforms like eBay, it's not required, but it's recommended that you list every day, right? Get into some routine, whether it's one or 101 things. Try to get into a routine and list so much per day. And I think YouTube is the same. The the more you post, the more, hopefully the more you more people you start to see it. Now it's the same thing as listing. You got to post good content, right? You can't, if you post, I could have 5 million things on eBay, but if nobody wants them, nobody's going to buy them. It's the same thing with the YouTube stuff. So that's why I'm trying to keep content current, things that people will, hope, like the migraine thing. Hopefully people will take onto that. I shouldn't say everyone loves Jeopardy, but, who doesn't like getting together and having a good time with lots of laughs with great people? And that we will surely have on there. And Ronnie, I saw. Oh yeah, going to make myself look really dumb. I don't think so. Well, Ronnie, here you're going to get you ahead of the other two contestants because you're here today. I'm not going to give you the categories, but I will tell you that some of the questions that I have are made just to make us laugh, right? And other stuff is just, different genres of stuff that some know better than others, right? I mean, I'll use Mr. Jim and Miss Joni for an example. If I had a rocks and minerals category, I would expect them to clean house with that. There isn't a rocks and gems category, but that's just what came to mind. So I think we're gonna have a lot of fun. And so, I know, Ronnie, that the migraines are no joke. And like I say, I have my first How I'm Feeling video coming out after. I'm going to put it out after we finish here. I get it. I've 3 years. A little over 3 years now, and it's been 22 to 25 days a month for 3 years. And if you've been here and you hear me talk about my listing stuff and my selling, I'm a numbers guy, right? I like to know return on investment. I like to know cost. I track that stuff, because I think it helps my business, but I also enjoy doing it. So this here on YouTube is going to be my way of tracking the migraine stuff. So Brianna, let me get you a wrench. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate it. Ooh. So Brianna, first time here. This is usually a listing challenge. I am a reseller. Not a challenge. I am a reseller. I'm listing stuff on eBay and different things, and I need motivation. I need motivation myself to keep listing every day. So I'm here live, working with people, chatting, answering questions. Hopefully providing that motivation to those that think having someone in the background talking or chatting or asking questions to is helpful. You're free to drop your links, drop your items, drop your stores, whatever. And if you are listing and want to join the live stream up here on camera, that link is at the top. But I'm glad we got off track today, because I want to build that migraine piece, the migraine compass, and I'm going to put Susanna on the spot here, because I want to, without prompting her on this, I want to see what someone else is that I know has watched the first video. I want to get someone's reaction without having any prompts. And I also want to push today the marathon, family reseller marathon. Those links were in the chat. Susanna and I are both participating in that. different times,
Mm.
and also Jeopardy. So to unwind a little bit and get away from the auction stuff and the selling for an hour or so after, what is it, 20 hours of online auctions and stuff over the weekend. Put together the Jeopardy style game, which we're calling Jabberty, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Ronnie G, who's in the chat, uh, Rhonda, who we know is Shadow Woman, and then Robin from Real Creative Studios, and Because She Shed are the first three contestants, and it's going to be. I think we're going to have a great time. So, Susanna, Jill, good morning, Jill. Thanks for coming in. Let me get you a wrench. Anybody is welcome to drop links whenever they want or join the live. That's fine. If somebody, so, and I keep forgetting to say this. Robin coined the phrase that when you get a wrench here, you got jabbed. Oops, where'd you go, Susanna? Look at that, she left me. Anyway, there you are. Did you get booted?
I did. I got a call, and then I hit delete on the call, and then I got deleted.
Ah, okay. Jennifer, thanks for coming in. Appreciate that.
Why, Yana? You know what? Everywhere I go, she always has something nasty to say to me. I swear. You know what, Brianna? Why is Susanna up there? She's not my favorite person.
Well, Brianna, guess what?
But don't, Jabby. Don't do it.
Come on up. Why is Susanna up there? Well, I will say that Susanna is a wonderful friend of mine, and she can come in on the screen anytime she likes. She has an open invitation. So, and so does everyone else, but she absolutely has an open invitation to come up whenever she'd like. So, Susanna, and I don't know if you got your phone call, if you heard me, but I want to put you on the spot as someone that I know watched the first migraine video.
Yeah.
Because I want your reaction to calling it the compass.
Mm-hmm.
And,
go ahead.
So that's it. It took me a long time. And, I talked earlier about how long it takes for pre-recorded stuff behind the scenes with graphics and stuff. Weeks and weeks and weeks, 3 to 4 weeks. So 3 to 4 weeks, I worked trying to find what I was comfortable doing, and then what the name should be. And, as I mentioned in the first video, all of the alliteration type things, all of the M, what starts with what else starts with M for migraine. And, but I came up with compass, and it's explained in that first video. So, but I want to hear your reaction to that name, because I put a lot of time into that. And and you know what, I don't want you to, I want your honest reaction on it. So
I honestly, seriously, I thought it was genius. And I know that you've put a lot of thought into that because of how you placed all wording with the letters of the north, east, south, and west. I mean, you have it down packed, and it is a compass because, okay, what direction am I going into today? What is what happened for me to get to that place? What was the trigger, for me to feeling good? What did I do today different than I did yesterday? Because yesterday you were west. Do you know what I mean? Or east or north. So I thought that was genius. I was like, wow. Because you do have the cliche of, the migraine, whatever. But I thought with the compass, I loved it. I loved how you broke it down.
Well, and when I finally came up with that word, you could have seen the bells going off in my head, because I was like, we just went through a huge upgrade to the channel with Robin, right? Helping create the graphics and everything for Jabby's Treasures.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, I have a compass in front of me every single day on Jabby's Treasures that it just fits so perfectly. So
it fits so perfectly. Like, the compass part of it, it meshes with
Thank you,
everything
Kathy.
you do in life. What direction are you going to today? And I'm not just saying about the migraines, I'm just talking about in general. Compass is perfect. Like, I know I keep saying it's perfect, but it really honestly is. And I
Well,
think
so
it resonates with a lot of people.
I think you're right. I think there are so many people that have, even if it's undiagnosed, but diagnosed migraines, and there aren't, from what I could find, there aren't too many on YouTube that are like out there sharing their, you know, sharing their good days and their bad days.
Mhm.
So, um, you know, so if you're in the chat, if you're one of the 10 or 12 that are in the chat, uh, you know, follow along, hit subscribe, also spread the word.
Yes.
You know, the because I think like Susanna said, we can touch quite a few people with that, and
You know,
it's it's going to run parallel with the reselling and the auction stuff. So it's two separate streams. Bad, that's a bad word for YouTube. It's two separate paths. Um, the migraine stuff will have its own playlist, and it'll be there, and then I'll still be here doing this sort of stuff with the um,
you see
even
what,
helping with depression, right, Ronnie? That's
right.
I didn't make that connection, but you're right.
Hmm.
Annie, welcome in. Thanks for coming in. I think you're got a blue wrench now. Um, again, anybody else? The stream is up on top. The link for the stream if you want to join. I am listing. So on these shows, I feel like I'm always going back and forth. I'm going from my light box to my inventory to everything else. Um, so I am listing while we're talking, and that's the point of this, to provide that motivation to those that are listing. Um, and we can talk about anything while we're doing that.
You got great reviews here. You have Just Me, Kathy. I think it's perfect, Jabby.
I
Bonnie says exactly. Ronnie is like, even what she said. I think Compass is perfect too, even helping with depression. And you can turn that from a migraine into depression anywhere you want to go. How you're feeling, or it could be listing. Why did I list more on one day than I did the other day? What happened? That sidetracked me, or I
right.
just awesome.
Well, and that's so, again, not to give it away, but that is when I do the how I'm feeling part of it, um, videos. The I do go into a little bit of like why or what was going on that made it difficult or whatever, or why it was a good day, and because that's just as important as anything. Uh, Good morning, Rhonda. Thanks for coming in. She went back to sleep today. Uh, I know. I know. She's on a weird sleep schedule like I am, which pretty much means we don't sleep very much. But uh, that's so. I've been up since 1:30 this morning, and
1:30.
1:30,
How
and
many
I'll
hours of sleep did you get last night?
uh, not enough,
Yeah.
not enough. And I was hesitant. It's not that I'm trying to hide that number. Um, I want people to go watch the video
Oh, okay.
that I'm going to post later. So,
I see.
um,
Did you wrench
Mr.
in?
Jim, good morning.
Mr. Jim is here.
What were you saying?
Did you wrench Annie?
I believe I did. Annie,
Oh,
if you would put another comment in, let's just make sure. But
I
I'm
mean,
pretty sure I
I
did.
don't mean to tell you who to wrench and who you
No, no,
don't.
no. The point of this is uh, because I'm listing here, and I want this to be the main focus of these lives, to be the motivation for people that are listing. Uh, Everyone can have a wrench, because I want everyone to drop their links, drop their stores, drop their items, and or join the live if they're interested. That's why the link is pinned to the top. So um, unless somebody becomes a problem, everybody will have a wrench so that they can drop their links, because that's the goal of this, is to help people with their reselling and their listing. I
Mhm.
am, now that we have some more people, I'm going to share this again, because I'm so proud of her for what she did. If you missed it earlier, my daughter said to me, "What are you doing today, Dad?" And I said, well, I'm working downstairs. And she goes, oh, okay. And she goes, well, you need a plant down on your office. And I said, oh, okay. And she hands me this. Let's see if we can get it there. She crocheted me a plant this morning when she got up. It's a little crocheted plant that she made all by herself. No design, no template or anything. She just came up with it. Even the different color for the dirt, the little thing. So it sits on my desk, and it's
That's
so
perfect.
awesome that she's doing that. And
Yeah.
we're gonna highlight that stuff more on the channel too with our handmade stuff. I say our handmade stuff. It's her handmade stuff. Some stuff that my wife, craft stuff that my wife does, but the handmade stuff is all done by my daughter. I just handle the business end of it if there is a business end to be had. So
Right.
sometimes she's making stuff for fun. She whipped off a baby sweater the other day in like an hour and a half.
Wow.
And it's a little small. So even a newborn wouldn't fit in it very long if it fit a newborn. But I was just amazed at what it looked like when she was done. It's more of like a large doll size, I would say, but it's a baby. I mean, a smaller baby would absolutely be able to wear it for a while. I was just
Aw,
amazed.
that's so special.
Isn't she? Isn't she, Rhonda? I mean, she's amazing. And yeah, I'll have another story. My son's birthday party was yesterday, or birthday was yesterday. His party's this weekend.
Oh, happy belated birthday.
Now we have two in double digits, but we have a woman that we use for our cakes, and my wife had contacted her and talked about what kind of cake Adler wanted, and it was all worked out. And then for whatever reason, Emily contacted her the other day and said, what is today? Today's Thursday. So contacted her on Tuesday and just confirmed that we were all set. And she said, I just want to let you know, I've been really sick the last 24 hours. Do you still want me to make the cake? And we said, no, not if you're not feeling well. So we scrambled yesterday and found there's a cake place in the area that a lot of places make cakes, right? The grocery stores and everything. And we could have made it ourselves, but to get the decoration that he wanted in less than 24 hours was going to be tough. And we found a place locally that would do it. And we got it, and it came out great, and he didn't know any different. So that was awesome. We had a good time.
That's awesome.
Yeah, like a preemie size. Even maybe even like extra large, like American Girl size, Kathy. That's kind of where I'm going. I mean, I'm not very good at sizing.
You're not good with sizes?
Not baby clothes, no. not sizing baby clothes. Yeah, she is. So Rhonda, I'm gonna drop it again because, like I said, she does have her own little channel that she's working on. I keep joking with her. I said, "You're gonna have more subs than Dad."
Mhm.
But so there we go. So by show of hands, who is coming to Jeopardy on Sunday? Are we going to get everyone in here to Jeopardy? Rhonda and Ronnie, I know you're coming because you are contestants. Awesome. Thank you, Ronnie. She'll appreciate that. Bobby's coming. Excellent.
That is going to be so much fun. Still looking forward to it.
Jabby Jr. His name is Adler, everybody. So I have Abby and Adler, Adler. That's his name.
How's the sweatshirt thing going? That's right. I just looked down and saw Shadow Woman put it up again.
Yep. The sweatshirts. So I think Rhonda and I bounced that idea off Rhonda before I posted it, and um, she had mentioned that sometimes you have to have a following before something like that will work. And I said, yeah, I'm going to throw it up there and see what happens. And but I do have all sorts of sweatshirts from the 90s with their new with tags, the Discus brand sweatshirts that I'm selling for $25. And Rhonda dropped that link. It kind of shows what I have, and I'll ship them for free. That's $25 shipped anywhere in the U.S. So if anyone's interested in that, and it's a sweatshirt, so it's not really there's no out of style to it, and they're just heavyweight sweatshirts that people can use for their teams or whatever. A lot of them are solid. If you want to screen print something on it, that they're there if anyone's interested. So there we go. Thanks, Kathy. Appreciate that. So his birthday party is Saturday afternoon at Bots at Bring on the Spectrum, which is also this is all just tying together perfectly today. Bring on the Spectrum was the interview that I did, my very first live show here on Jabby's Treasures. That was when I did with the founder of Bots, the sensory gym here in the area. That's where his party is on Saturday afternoon. So I will miss a little bit of the marathon going on, but I will be there for the rest of it.
So now we know that Jabby is not going to be on in the afternoon on Saturday. So
I'm not saying a word because I could pop up anytime. Let me just say that. Mm-hmm. I do have a scheduled time, but I will be in the chats. I'll be lurking, even if I can't be actively participating. So,
yeah, family comes first. Good morning, Shadow Woman. My angel.
Rhonda lives near me, not far from me anyway. So she's going to bring Liam to Bots sometime. That would be great. How are we doing? I don't want to run into. Oh, we got a few minutes. Okay. So as I said earlier with Jeopardy, that's kind of, I'm going to have the new migraine video coming up soon today. As soon as we're done here, I got to finish that up. Tell people about Jabberdy, and invite a friend, because I think we're going to have a great time. I was just reviewing the questions this morning, just to make sure everything is. I didn't miss anything, and it's the first one, so it may not be perfect, but I think we're, at least from the questions anyway, the answers, I should say, in Jabberdy, you give the answer to get the question. Then
how is this going to work? Like, so they can chime in with the right answer. I'm like so intrigued how this is going to work.
Yeah, so we're going to have to do, so they'll be on screen, right? They're going to be, I'll be where I am, right? I'll have and then I'll have them, the three contestants on screen on one side, and it's going to have to be who I see raise their hand first until I can come up with something different. But I do have a buzzer sound, and I can play that. So if they get it wrong or whatever, I'm gonna have too much fun with this buzzer, I think. But
I think, what about if they have their own little noise?
Take care, Rhonda. We'll see you over at Big Barn in just a few minutes. Thanks for stopping in. Appreciate it. I gotta build that in. I didn't. I was gonna just do hand raising for this first time, and then it'll build into something where I can share noises or sounds or whatever. But also very, very important in terms of Jabberdy, I am. So we're gonna keep score in points, not in dollars, of course, and we're going to have a 4 people. We're going to be keeping score for 4 contestants, the 3 that are on screen and the chat. I'm going to let the chat play in a way that everyone can have fun and answer questions so that they're not just watching, but and if the chat wins, so the winner of the three that are on screen will be asked to come back. Whoever wins has the most points at the end, of course, will be asked to come back for episode 2, right? If the chat wins, if the chat ends up having the highest points, the chat will get to vote on which one of the 3 gets to come back. So I'm trying to build it in so that everyone can participate, and it's fun, and there's going to be a lot of stuff going on at the same time along with the trivia. So
very cool.
Looking forward to it. We do have about 2 or 3 minutes left. Thanks, Stargirl. Good luck with your show today. 2 or 3 minutes left before we head out. Any last minute thoughts? Good luck with your listings. I will have the migraine video out here soon. And I'm going to just be sitting back and listing for a while longer. I've got shipping to do. Let people know if you're a reseller, or if you come across resellers or whatever, and if you know resellers, or if you come across them, they will always eventually talk about having to list more, or not having time, or something about their listing. I guarantee it. They will eventually start talking about that. Remind them if they need that motivation to come over here, because we are working. It's a working show, and I've been doing it a long time, so I don't mind bouncing ideas off of people to make their listings better, or keywords, or whatever we need to do. That's the main purpose, and to drop our links. Any last minute thoughts? Can I be in my PJs? Ronnie, you can be in. Well, no, I was going to say you can be anything you want. You can be in anything you want, Ronnie. You're just going to have to be on camera. I'll leave it. That's open-ended for you, Ronnie. You can be in whatever you want, just as long as you're on camera.
That's right. And everyone, before you leave, make sure you hit that like button. Now you hit that thumb, and then it goes into different colors, and then it settles into black. So make sure you hit that like button. Leave a comment below. Don't forget.
Right. And because I'm doing I have so many different paths going, and videos coming up, and the live streams, hit that notification bell so that you get the notification when I have new stuff. I would greatly appreciate it. Take care. And if you're interested, head over to Big Barn Auction Company for his Thursday unboxing, which is usually a lot of fun. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you next Tuesday for the show. But before that, we're going to see you Sunday night for Jabberty and the auction. So have a great day. We'll talk to everybody soon.
Bye everyone.